change the damn rotation of the screen. I ain't got time to do all of that bull. Welcome to live. Okay, yeah. Where's the damn video? You guys ever get into pecans? I get into pecans. Like, honestly, I just want to pull the video up on my TV machine. Y'all really gonna make me search for my own damn channel? YouTube. P. Hey, Jen. Somebody could come over here and help me find my damn... I just want to find the, I think I had this problem last time. Like, can we...
This is the Google
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna, I don't watch ads, other people's ads. I'm definitely not watching mine. I'm just trying to get to my channel here. Okay. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Listen, I'm not going to tell you and your daughter what y'all can do. All right, I have brought up one of my own videos. No thanks, I don't want to subscribe to YouTube Premium. I want to go to my channel. Go to my channel. Oh, God, there it is. All right, I found it. Maybe? Oh, the video's the wrong way, but whatever. Does it matter? I don't know which way y'all are watching this. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Oh, I have terrible heartburn. I might be having a heart attack. I don't know. If I die on stream, somebody please monetize this immediately. I don't want to eat anything to make my heartburn worse. I'm drinking broth. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but, you know. It's so hard being a skinny legend. I miss doing lives. This is the first time my table's been clean in, like, I don't know, ever, because I had to put down this big piece of, stone. Oh, and if y'all are waiting for something exciting to happen, this is it. This is all I'm doing. I don't want those in there. Some of these are going to go real easy, and some of them are going to be as problematic as possible. Name an MLB player for short. Jose Canseco. I don't know what that means. Oh, this one feels like it was already open. So what's going on? Who likes who? I told my mom, with me and my mom, this is foraging. We forage these pecans. Oh my god, I cannot be this bad at this. I have this, like, it's called a Handy Andy. It's not what it sounds like. It's like a pecan shelling machine, but it spits shells. I mean, I told my mom, she was like, "You want the Handy Andy?" I was like, "No. If I take that home, I will be picking shells out of every corner of my house for the next 6 years, because it crushes them and then it just like explodes everywhere." Jen, can you help me out with this baseball player? Derek Jeter. I don't like the way that looks. I'm either gonna take that part off. Ugh. Whatever the last wreath on the channel is, it was around Christmas last year, probably around this time last year. No, I don't mess it at all. I got my air replaced the other day, and there were some guys here, and he's like, "You make wreaths?" And I was like, "No, I just have 57 of them in this hallway you're trying to work in." He was like, can you move some of these wreaths off the wall, because we got to get up in the attic?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "You make wreaths?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said something about if I had any with like pink or purple or something. And I was like, I don't. I literally rigged this thing up in my office. It's a clothesline on like a pulley system that goes from one end to the other. The entire thing's just stuffed full of wreaths because I was so tired of looking at them. I was like, I need to put these behind a closed door where I can't see them. So he was asking about a wreath, and I was like, "You can just take one." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Just take them. Just take it." I was like, "Take this one." And he's like, "Oh man, that's nice. How much?" Oh yeah. I was like, I don't care. I don't. So I gave him that one that remember, it was the dollar, not the Dollar. Well, it was a Dollar Tree. It was the Pottery Barn dupe. You know, the Pottery Barn peony wreath was like $250, and I made it from Dollar Tree stuff for like $10 and some spray paint. He came one day and I gave it to him, and then when he came back to actually put the new air conditioner in, I was like, how'd your daughter like it? He's like, oh man, she loved it. And he was telling the other guy, he's like, he gave me a wreath. And I was like, does anybody else want one as a tip? And I gave my mom, listen to this. My mom's like, two of her friends from high school, they were having their 50-year anniversary. She's like, do you have a wreath you can give them? And I was like, yes, Mom. Can we let's give them, let's do a package where we give them a wreath for every major holiday. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July. Let's give them the Black History Month wreath. Let's just give them everything. But she was like, just give him like an everyday wreath. So I just, I grabbed like a grapevine and I was like, okay, well, this'll work. They've been married for 50 years. They've been together since they were in the 5th grade. And I was like, so, how have you two not murdered each other yet? If I was selling them, I'd still be making them, but I'm just like, I don't have enough room, and I don't want to look at them anymore. And honestly, that person that was like, I don't know how you sell this wreath. It looks like it was made in 1987 and the ribbon looks terrible and the bow looks terrible. I was just like, I don't need this crap. I was like, if you so damn particular about the kind of wreath you want, maybe you should make it yourself. Don't call my taste into question. What you can call into question is how are they shelling pecans to get nice pecan halves? Are people doing this like by hand? Because oh my God. And like, I'm not, like, whatever, they don't sell on Etsy anymore. I mean, I can't afford ground meat, so I don't feel bad that people can't afford wreaths, you know? Look at that. Look how nice that is. Nice half. Yeah, my mom's got 2 pecan trees in her neighborhood, and pecans. Some pecans, not all of them. Some of them are like biennials. Like they'll put on a big crop of pecans one year, and then the next year they'll only do a couple. Not a couple, but I mean like much less. Like they'll do like a bumper crop one year, and then the next year they won't put off as many. So, the tree that these are from has done. It did really good last year, and so far this year it's doing really good. I saw a thing for a craft fair, like at the church down the street from my house, and I was just like, I should I should do that. Then I was like, I would have to talk to people, and yeah. I'm just over everything. I don't. Oh, that's not bad. $20. Do you have like a setup though, like to display them? I would have to back my car up and be like, this is them. Well, the good thing about doing that too is that if somebody's there and they don't find something they like, they can always say, hey, I want this. And you might get a customer like that. Hey, is your Big Lots going out of business? This one, ooh. You can kind of smell them when they that's not supposed to be as soft as it is. I went into Big Lots the other day and I was like, why is everything on sale? And I saw this giant sign that said, still going out of business. So like everything's up to 20% off, but not really. Like some stuff is, but like none of the food was on clearance yet. But I got I bought like, I don't know, 85 bath bombs. And then I got an email. This is probably why Big Lots has gone out of business. I got an email from Big Lots saying, your Big Lots is closing, but not all of them are. Here's a 15% off coupon to go to any other Big Lots besides the one that's closing. And I was like, there's one that's closing and you want me to go to a different one to shop? But Michelle said a bunch of hers are closing too. But I think they had that Christmas stuff was at like 20% off. I'll probably go either tomorrow or it's tomorrow Friday? I might go tomorrow. They have canning jars there that were, they were already a really good price, and then I think they were 10% off. And I always need jars. They had a really nice set. It was like a seafoam, kind of like a seafoam rose gold. And I was like, oh, maybe when that goes on clearance a little bit more, I'll go and get it. And then when I went the other day to get more bath bombs and Liquid Splenda, that's the only reason I go is because they have Liquid Splenda at Goodwill for a really good price. All of them were gone. I was like, well, somebody had the same idea I did. They just decided to not wait as long as I was. Not that I need any more ornaments. I want to get that middle part. Oh, there we go. It fell right. Look at that. Wait, let me get this out. Business? I'm pecaning because it's pecan season. I'll probably end up keeping some of these for zucchini bread. And my mom, oh, see this, look at that one. Nope. My mom, I think my mom's got like 4 gallons that we did last year, 4-gallon bags in her freezer or something. So she'll probably use those for pie this year. And then these will go in the freezer for, I got my vacuum sealer right here if I can ever get enough to fill a bag. She makes pecan pie every year. I don't like pecan pie because I don't particularly care for pecans, and that amount of sugar, no. But I've been using it in my zucchini bread instead of walnuts because pecans are free. At least for me, pecans are free. I went to Winn-Dixie the other day because they had drinks on sale, and me and my mom went. I got some, and then we went back to get, because the community coffee was also on sale. They had I think it was a pound of shelled pecans. It was $14.99, and I was like, people can't just go pick these up off the street. But we have like a bunch of like roadside vendors who they'll sell like a 5-pound bag of pecans, but I mean my mom picks up these are all dried out too. My mom picks up you know, she fills her pockets every time she takes her dog for a walk, so and they're not hard to peel, it takes time. What y'all usually do for Thanksgiving, Jen? See, some of these are like, I think these are from 2 different trees. Because these smaller ones, are not the tea. Henny. Yeah, see, I mean, like, that, no. Yeah, I think it's just me, my mom, and Catherine. Oh, ugh. Ugh. Me, my mom, and Catherine this year. Well, I mean, that's who it was last year, too. But my mom was like, let's not do too much this year. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, I made the list for Thanksgiving. And it was like, you know, 15 different things. And I was like, well, we were also making, you know, we made a bunch of freezer meals out of it. And we were eating Thanksgiving well into December. And I was like, that's what we need to do. Oh, man, I should make some deviled eggs tomorrow. I'm hungry right now, but I have like such terrible heartburn. I don't want to eat. I think I'm doing the sweet potato casserole and Miss Shonda Lee Rhymes, sweet potato casserole, and every time I've gotten an eggplant, you know, I've been blanching them and putting them in the freezer, and my mom she'll probably do eggplant stuffing with those. And then I'm still getting green beans out my garden, so every day I go out there, get a handful, blanch them, and throw them in the freezer. I've never had collard greens. I don't think I've ever had any kind of greens. I mean, like, besides, like, spinach and stuff, but, like, not, like, Swiss chard or anything. I have so many tomatoes outside right now. All year, I've been planting tomatoes, and they have not been doing anything because it got too hot too quick. Like, we didn't really have a spring. But I have one tomato. I have 3 tomato plants right now. One of them is covered in tomatoes, and I'm just like, as long as we don't get a cold snap, they're gonna be okay. I'm like, I just want enough to make, because of that yellow tomatoes. I was like, I just want enough to make yellow salsa. And I would love enough to make tomato sauce, but that's not gonna happen. I planted these I think they were, oh, I can see the seed packet right here. They were called Dar cucumbers, DAR. They were so good fresh. Like when I was, I am having the worst time with these tonight. They were so good fresh. Like if I would just, because if I go outside and I just grab a cucumber, I'm not putting any, like I'm throwing some salt and pepper and vinegar on it. But I made so many batches. I made, like, I probably got 20 jars of pickles. And they made the worst pickles because they got, like, so soft. But now I'm growing one. It's called SMR. I think it's SMR 85. It's a hybrid, which I don't usually plant hybrids, but I was like, let me see. And it is pumping out cucumbers right now. And every day I go out there and grab, you know, 2 or 3 cucumbers and just do refrigerator pickles because I don't have enough at one time to do a big batch of pickles. And I know refrigerated pickles are gonna, they're not gonna get all mushy. I was so upset. My pickles and my banana peppers both just, like, I opened them up, you know, because after you pickle them, you gotta let them sit for like 2 weeks just to really pickle. Opened them up and I was like, these are terrible. I was like, I have shelves of pickles and banana peppers that are just complete mush. You can't really do anything with them. I mean, you could, I think if with the peppers, I could turn them into, like, pepper mustard. I guess they would be okay if I was, like, using them as relish in, you know, like tuna salad or chicken, you know, something like that. But I'm just like, man, And you know, my peppers got all mixed up. So I have jalapenos. I have chocolate jalapenos that turn brown when they're ripe. Then I have Advarsky peppers, which turn red when they're ripe. Yeah, they're very mushy. Like they have like no snap to them at all. And then I have natapinos, which are jalapenos that don't get spicy, that stay green. They'll eventually turn red, but they're all mixed up. So every time I think I'm grabbing a sweet pepper or a not spicy jalapeno, I tell you, it ends up being one of these jalapenos. These chocolate jalapenos are so spicy, and they will. My freezer is full of them. I took out. I think I needed like 3 pounds to make cowboy candy. I had 3 pounds that I took out to make cowboy candy, and then I needed like 2 more pounds to make hot pepper jelly. And there's still bags and bags of vacuum packed peppers in my freezer. So when I do my peppers this year, I'm going to make sure that I separate them so I know. These are my banana peppers. Well, I knew which ones were the banana peppers. I just couldn't tell the difference between the Advarskys, the natapinos, and the jalapenos. See, these are like so soft. You know I'm on the bottom of the exit ramp. I was coming back from the city yesterday and I saw a guy. He was on the side of the road selling satsumas, and I was like, oh crap, I don't have any cash. But I think it's still too early for satsumas. I'm not buying satsumas until we've had a freeze. Miss Shonda, we had somebody in here asking us about satsumas are like mandarins, but they're green. You know, kind of like the cuties, except they're green. Super easy to peel. My neighbor used to have a tree, but he cut it down because the raccoons kept eating up satsumas. And I was like, the raccoons don't eat all satsumas. I'm eating most of them. Kind of like a tangerine, clementine, mandarin. You know, like it comes out in little segments. Oh man, they're good. When I lived in Florida, my grandma used to send me boxes of satsumas, and I was like, I think I could probably find these in Florida, but it's not the same. Is this like an ASMR thing with these nuts cracking? Weren't you only here for like a weekend? Oh, wow. Southwest? Spirit. My mom used to do Southwest all the time when she was coming back and forth between here and Florida $43 is really good, though. I mean, that's like an Uber ride to the airport. Come on, Miss Nut. Come on. Oh, God, look at all of this crap's getting underneath my fingers. And rotten. You went to Cafe Du Monde? There's a Vietnamese beignet place right by my house. I think they're better than Cafe Du Monde. Oh, crap. It's like this Vietnamese place. They sell like banh mi, like ramen, Vietnamese coffee, and beignets. And I'm like, this is everything I want in life. It's next to the beauty supply. Go get me a new unit. Go get me some beignets. Banh mi. Are we hosting the Super Bowl this year? They spent $17 million putting some old fruity lights on a bridge. Now you can't get to the bridge because the streets are so bad. You fall in a pothole and your transmission falls out, but they put some fancy lights on a bridge. And my mom said it was because of the Super Bowl. $17 million to put up some damn lights. I found him on the street when my mom was walking her dog. Pulled him out of somebody's yard. My mom was like, don't go in the yard, just take them off the sidewalk. I was like, these people aren't doing anything with these pecans. They're probably glad when people come and pick them up, because you ever run over a pecan with a lawnmower? Take out your damn eye and your window and your car window. Yeah, I mean, that's still pecans on the ground from last year. I said, listen, all of these squirrels around this pecan tree are so fat, they don't need to be eating any more of these damn pecans. Let's put them in a pie. Let's put them in some zucchini bread. Yo, I made so much zucchini bread this summer. Oh my God. My ass. You need to look up, it's called, I think it's on all recipes. It's called Mom's Zucchini Bread. Oh, it's so good. But it only calls for like I want a zucchini bread that calls for like 7 cups of zucchini. I think this one calls for like 1.5 cups. But I made it one time where I had some extra bananas that were going bad, so I threw those in there. And then one time I made it with some leftover pumpkin. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I made a pie and I had some leftover pumpkin. And I threw that in there and I was like, damn. I mean, zucchini bread's basically a cake. Come on, I mean, who are we fooling right now? It was so good. The banana one was so good. I was just like, if I had some chocolate chips, bananas, zucchini, oh my God. Y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out if I ever get my life together. I've been stalking this house in Slidell. It was on 10 acres. I mean, I would never have been able to, it was like $1 million house, but it was on 10 acres and it had like a stable and like these 2 guest houses. And every day, every week, well, not every week, because I don't buy a Powerball ticket, but every time I buy a Powerball ticket, I would go and look the house up and be like, oh, one day I'm going to win a Powerball and I'll be able to move there. And I got a Powerball, I got a Mega Millions on Tuesday, and I went to go look at the house and it wasn't listed anymore. So either they took it off the market or it sold. And I've never, like, I was like inconsolably upset about this $1 million house that I would never be able to afford anyway. I just want a donkey and some chickens. I don't think I'm asking that much. I'm a good person. I don't steal too much from Walmart. I think this whole thing over here, this is like 2 days of my mom. Well, my mom went one day and I went today because I passed by her house when I was coming back from the grocery store this morning. And she said, "Oh, you got your hoodie on. You can fill your pockets with pecans." And I was like, "Yeah, but then I got to go home and wash my hoodie because it's like pecan dust inside all my pockets." Oh, this one's hard. Come on, Sheila. All right. Look at that. I mean, like, they sell pecans like this. How do they get them in one piece like that? Well, I guess they crack them and then they sell the ones like that, and they sell all the other ones they sell as the pieces. Yeah, usually if they like soft or like they're not oily. Some of these are so, there was a bunch of them that were falling. It was still green. This looks okay. This one don't look too promising. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I sure hope my little vacuum cleaner can pick up all of these nutshells everywhere. Oh, this one's nice and supple. Soft and supple. What you doing for Thanksgiving, Miss Chandelier? All right. We just did a oh god, this is all underneath my fingernails. We just did a Thanksgiving like 2 weeks ago at my mom's because she had a turkey from last year, and she's like, I gotta do something with this turkey. It was just a turkey breast, like it was I think when Dixie last year had turkeys for like super cheap, and we ended up getting like 3 of them. And I think I got it, and like we cut it, like I think I took the legs and the wings and made broth and canned the rest for dog food for the dogs. But we had the breast left over. So my mom, she's like, let's do like a little mini Thanksgiving, and we did that like 2 Sundays ago or something. It was so good, and I was like, I can't wait till we do this for real, because we didn't have like green bean casserole, and we didn't have I don't think we had sweet potatoes. It was just like a roast turkey dinner. I hate that pecans have that little, like... Yeah. We pre-gamed. And I think it was like the Sunday before Canadian Thanksgiving. So I told my mom, I was like, we're just doing Canadian Thanksgiving. But y'all, they started carrying that Better Good stuff at my Walmart. I don't know if they're carrying it everywhere. It's just it seemed like it's been popping up at my Walmart like pretty consistently. They have a Thanksgiving pie. It is a turkey pot pie. It's a turkey pot pie, but it's topped with stuffing and cranberries. Y'all, I saw it and I was like, $9, but it's like a big pie. It was like $9 and I bought it and I was like, when am I ever going? Like, you know how long it's going to take me to eat this? Let me tell you, when I ate that whole pie in one day, I was like, it's going to take me 3 days to eat this pie. But I tell you what, I had it for lunch. I had it for after lunch nap, post nap snack. I had it for dinner. I had it for before I went to bed. It was so good. The crust wasn't great, but I'm picky about pie crust. I don't want Crisco in my pie crust. Like, I want a butter pie crust. My mom bought pre-made pie shells to make the pecan pies, and I was like, why don't you just let me make them? She said that's too much trouble, and I was like, yeah, but you're not doing it. I am. My new thing is making a truly enormous batch of sourdough pizza crusts. I made one batch and then I cooked them, like a par cooked them, and then put them in the freezer. But the second time I did it, I made the dough and portioned it out and just put them in bags in the freezer. Oh my god, it's so nice to just like take out a bag of dough, they defrost really quick, roll it out, throw it on a skillet, a cast iron skillet, and throw it in the oven. Oh man, that's probably why I had such bad indigestion today, because I made pizza for lunch / dinner. Well, she's been using pie store-bought crust forever. But I mean, you would think, like, probably not at Walmart, but I'm not gonna. Probably not at Walmart, but I mean, like, you know, like Whole Foods or something. They probably sell a pre-made pie crust that actually has butter in it. A lot of bad spots on these pecans. Ugh. Look at this one. Whoa. Whoa. Y'all, I might have a Timu's day on Tuesday too. I ordered a bunch of crap. Yeah, that one was spooky. I needed like one thing from Temu, and I was like, oh, I needed sanding bands because I'm almost out of sanding bands for my nail drill. And they're like $2 on $2 on Temu. They're like $14 on Amazon. I was like, I can wait 3 weeks to get this, but I got a thing saying like it's supposed to arrive within like 5 days, and I was like, what? Temu, because I haven't ordered anything in Temu since like August. And I said, Temu, are you stepping your game up? My new thing is listening to audiobooks while laying in my tub for an hour and a half, scrolling through Temu, saying to myself, why would anybody need that? Then saying, you know what? I need that. Like, I'm like, I don't really need anything. And I'm like, wait a minute. An 8-piece stove cleaning brush set for only $4.99? I need 3 of those. Wait a minute. You telling me I can get 20,000 crystals? 20,000 nail art crystals for $1.99? Give me 4 of them in every color. Wait a minute. We talking about a garden flag with a goose and it says honkus ponkus? Absolutely. I'll order 2 of those. Honkus ponkus. I sent this to Michelle. She said that is so stupid. And I was like, I'm getting it. I'm telling you, you go search garden flags on Temu. There is the wildest crap I have ever seen on there. I'm just like, who comes up with these designs? Like I saw a shirt on there the other day. It was like it was like a lightning bolt, and it just said Crab Rangoon, and I was like, I need that. I need a shirt that just says Crab Rangoon with a lightning bolt. Why not? It's only 43 cents. Let me tell y'all, I got my Halloween shoes from Temu. Every time I wore those things, everybody that stopped me, oh my God, I love your shoes. Oh, I love your shoes. And I was like, thanks, Temu. And every time I say Temu, somebody's like, oh, like every time I went to the dentist, because y'all, I'm almost done getting my teeth fixed. Every time I went to the dentist and I had the shoes on, they were like, oh my God, I love Temu. You got those from Temu? I was like, yes, they're from Temu. They were $15. And they're not terrible. I mean, like, for shoes that I'm not going to wear every day, like, I'm not going to go running in these Temu Halloween shoes. Because, first of all, that would be too spooky. Like, people would think I was an Oogie Boogie or monster if I had these Halloween shoes on. But, I mean, like, for wearing around, for going to the dentist and having all my teeth ripped out of my head and replaced with resin ones, like, yeah, they were fun. But I just had my last appointment in, I think it must have been in September because my dentist is on maternity leave. And she said she was leaving in like October 11th. But I had my last appointment with her. And she did my last couple fillings. And then I went back for my cleaning, and the tech was like, is everything okay? And I was like, I can't floss in between my front teeth. Like when my dentist was doing them, she's like, these are really tight. She's like, I don't want to take much off, but she said they're really snug. And I was like, well, okay. And then I can't get the floss. Like as soon as I put the floss in between my front bottom teeth, it just like shreds. So she's like, oh, Dr. Yen's not here, but we'll get somebody in to come talk to you about it. And the guy comes in. He's like, what's going on? And I was like, it's just these teeth in the front, I'm having a really hard time flossing because they're so tight. And y'all, he took this floss and he got it in between my teeth, and the thing is, like, every time I do it, I can get it in there, but I'm pushing it down with so much force that it's like stabbing into my gum, and then I'm bleeding, like, profusely. So he does it. He's like, well, I got it in, and I was like, yes, and I will be bleeding for the rest of the day because of it. And he's like, you just really got to work it in there, and then when you come back, because I still need 2 extractions done before I can get my missing teeth replaced. He's like, we can try to open those up for you some. And I was like, well, you're not doing anything because I told you not to do what you did, and then you did it anyway. So you're not going to do anything. I'm gonna wait till Dr. Yen comes back because I trust her. But I was trying to get everything done this year, but my teeth needed so much work that I ran out of my dental allowance on my insurance. So now I gotta wait until January to get 2 extractions, and then 6 weeks after that, I can go and get my new teeth put in. And we're all very excited about it. Although I'm sure my mom and my sister are gonna be tired of me being like, did you see my teeth? Did you see how white my teeth are? Did you see how beautiful my teeth are? I feel like this one's gonna be bad. It's got that, like, fuzziness on it. Probably the Last of Us virus or something. This one's all busted up. I think I'm not gonna do anything with that because I don't know how long that was sitting on the ground all busted. Oh, this one's gonna be bad, I know. Yep. Oh, I'm losing steam over here. What happened to the other half of that pecan? I lost it. Yo, we just had Taylor Swift up in here. Oh my God. All these Swifties. My mom said, what is Taylor Swift? I said, she's a mediocre white girl. She said, well, what else? I said, that's it. She said, we got these Swifties coming through Walmart acting like a bunch of idiots. And I was like, well, That checks out. And I swear, on Instagram, every person... No! Every person on Instagram is like, Taylor Swift, we'll go to see Taylor Swift. And I was like, oh my God. Where y'all getting this money to see this mediocre white girl at? I said, you can go see a mediocre white girl at Bath & Body Works for free. TJ Maxx. My mom said, I don't get it. Is she a good musician? I said, I don't really know. I said, I don't. That is one thing. If somebody asked me to explain it, I'd be like, I don't know. Look at all of these nut pieces I'm finding in this scrap pile. Oh crap! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look! Ugh! My hands are starting to feel gross. And I know y'all heard I got a new mattress, huh? I feel like when I crack them... Like when I crack them like this way, there's got to be like if you can... Oh, perfect example. Look, I cracked it perfect and it came out and the inside's all rotten and disgusting. Like, am I cracking them too much? See, I feel like if I had cracked this one the other way, it would have opened up better. Well, that kind of worked. Oh God! Look at my. Look. Wait a minute, y'all. Almost. I mean, I don't care that they're breaking into pieces. It's just the easier when they don't break into pieces. Because my mom's going to end up cutting them up anyway. And I would cut them up before I use them in bread. Jen, did I see you got a teenager in your house now? I said you got a teenager in your house now? Oh, that's a nice one. I said, do you have a teenager in your house now? I like how I raised my voice. Well, you know, in 4 years, she'll almost be old enough to vote. I remember seeing somebody say, you know, somebody was saying, and, you know, 2020 was their sister's first time voting. And he told her, he was like, listen, it's not always like this. And every time I think about that, I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. I was talking to my mom about it this morning. I was just like, at least it's over with. That's anytime anybody says anything like, you know, oh, what about this? What about that? I'm like, at least it's over with. That's all I have to say. Yeah, listen, Kamala, listen. Listen, honey. I need $30 more than you do. She really hit me up saying, hey, it's Auntie. You got $30 I can borrow? Like she's the auntie who makes the good potato salad too. I said, no ma'am. But you know what? I did like her vice president guy, whose name I have already forgotten. Waltz, was it? He seems fun. TM. Like, I miss when politicians actually seem like real people and not cartoonish supervillains. Like, he seemed like a real guy. I'm just tired of people being so mean to each other. Yeah, like, who's sitting down to a table cracking walnuts? You know how hard those are to crack? I think that was my first shell that fell off the table. I keep telling myself every day I'm going to come in here and clean out my living room now that I'm not making Reese. You know, like just kind of pack stuff away and get rid of some stuff. And every day I come in, every day I make my coffee, eat my breakfast, get my oatmeal in my system. I'm ready and raring to go. And I come in here and I'm like, oh no, I'm too frail to do. I can't. I'm not emotionally strong enough to deal with this living room today. I have a little picker thing somewhere. Like, you can go through and like pick all. Look at this. Look at all the crap stuck to this needle. Mama, I don't have the time for all of this. All of this picking this stuff out like that. So I got a new mattress. I got a new computer. Y'all seen computers lately? My new computer I got, it's about this big. It's smaller than my router for my modem. I said, now what is going on here on this day? But when I tell you it can render a video in about 2 minutes, and I can finally play The Sims 4. That one looks funky. It's a gaming computer. And I didn't get it for gaming. I got it for video editing, but it was like, I don't even know what it's called. It was like $200. Little bitty. Super fast. I had to get a new monitor because my old monitor, like my old monitor wouldn't work. It doesn't have like, it's a gaming PC, so like there's not, like you have to get like a USB thing to hook up like your printer and stuff, because it's not like a work computer. But I mean, for $200, and it is very nice. Like it's super fast. I can finally like stream stuff in 4K. But like my printer's wireless anyway, but like I needed to buy a USB thing because it doesn't have as much. It's a little bitty. Like you can just, it's got enough that you can plug, like you're supposed to just have to be able to like, it's got room for like a keyboard and a mouse, and that's it. And use speakers and stuff. So like I had my label printer that I needed to hook up. I needed to hook up my regular printer. My Cricut's hooked up through there. So like if it's not like if you need to hook up a bunch of stuff, like you'd have to, but I mean a USB hub is like what, $10? But I was just like, I want to play The Sims. And The Sims has been out for like, I don't know, almost 10 years maybe. And I've never had a computer good enough to play it. I need a new like that's my next thing. I said I'm gonna, once I pay off, because I did it through Amazon and they charge you, it's like, I think it was like $20 a month for a year on my Prime card. So it's like, once that's paid off, I'll get me a new laptop, because my laptop is like, my desktop was still okay, but my laptop is just like, put me out of my misery, please. My laptop restarts itself it used to be every Tuesday, then it was Wednesday, then it's Thursday. Now for some reason it's Sunday. It turns off on Sunday, and then I have to turn it back on, and then it has to turn itself back off, and then I have to turn it back on, and then it does it again. So it's 3 times that it has to turn itself off before it'll actually like start working again. So for like 2 hours every Sunday night, I'm turning it on, doing something for 10 minutes, and then it shuts off, and then it's got to reboot, and then it shuts off again after a couple of minutes. I'm just like, oh my God, this is so frustrating. But see, I bought a laptop. This the laptop I have now. When I bought it, I didn't realize it had a touch screen on it, and now I need to have a touch screen on my next laptop. Like I can't do without that now. Oh, that one's kind of funky. I was expecting it to be more duds in this batch of oh, that's a pain in the ass right there. They're not too bad. I mean, there's been a couple that are just like obviously bad. Not too many. Oh, that one came out nice. That's so satisfying, huh? Two for two. I don't know about you business, but I'm about done with this. Look at this mess. Oh. Oh, good. My broth is not even hot anymore. Yummy. Ugh. If I can find a key, you with my love. Come on, get in there. See, I knew I should have fit that in now. Is it still ASMR with this loud ass thing? If I can't find a Karen, I'll pay you with my love. How about some vacuum bags from Temu? I don't know where they're at. Like they're somewhere in the house. They are so nice. And so much cheaper than these food saver ones. All right, so that was about 2. This is 3, probably 3. 3.5 cups. I'm not gonna put all of that little brokeny bits in now. Are you not on? Turn on. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you playing with me? Oh. Come on. Sit it down, business. Isn't it though? This is my freezer is full of about 100 of these, except they're full of jalapenos. Well, I mean, they'll be good for a little while at room temperature, but they're gonna last years in vacuum sealed in the freezer. Maybe not years, but. But I like that it's like so solid now. And y'all know, oh, I do have a, oh, it's pink, of course. Which you cannot see at all. Awesome. I just bought a whole pack of permanent markers because I was so tired of never being able to find any. I see you, baby. Well, this is 2 cups. This is 1 cup, so. All right, y'all. I'm going to clean this mess up and get these lazy bones in bed. I might try to make something to eat, even though I'm just still like, I don't know. Look, I got these little things from Temu. Ugh. Gross. Pecan nut dust. Don't you hate that nut dust? Oh. Oh, wow, everything hurts and I'm dying. Well, I'll have to remember that for when I found out that this is, I mean, obviously this is more, so this is 2, this is 1. All right, y'all. Hopefully I'll see y'all for, it took me an hour and a half to do that, really? Not worth it. I should have just paid the $14.99 a pound. Maybe I'll see y'all on Tuesday for Temu's Day. But they also might be playing games with my heart about delivering in a timely manner. We'll see. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Yes, I'm sure I want to end. Come on, YouTube. Quit being such a jerk.